My phone buzzed at 2:14 a.m. She never called at that hour, unless it was something she knew I wouldn't like. "We're traveling tomorrow," she said, her voice clipped. "The beach house and your car are sold. Goodbye." I stared at the screen long after the call ended. My jaw clenched. I could hear the waves outside, always too calm when your world's unraveling. I texted back, "I understand, but you forgot something." She replied almost instantly. "What do you mean?" I laughed, softly. Not because it was funny, because it was over, and she didn't even know it yet. The house she sold wasn't hers. She met my father when she was 27, a server, red lipstick, smoke in her laugh, and a hand always reaching for something better. He fell first, and fast. She moved in after 3 weeks, married within 3 months, pregnant shortly after. Except I wasn't his. Not really. He knew deep down, but he loved her more than he loved the truth. So he raised me like I was his, gave me his name, his house by the beach, and more affection than she ever deserved. When he got sick, she didn't nurse him. She hovered, like a vulture, waiting. I was 17 when he died. He left me everything. She got the Lexus. I got the deeds. She didn't know that part. My father didn't trust her. He gave me power of attorney, sealed the will, and told me, "Protect what's yours, what's ours." I did. The sign started small. Her perfume lingered longer than usual. Someone else's cologne mixing with it. Receipts in the trash for wine she never drank. A single cufflink in the laundry, monogrammed, not his initials, not mine either. Then I saw him. She called him Eric, mid-40s, real estate agent, greasy handshake, greasier smile. I watched from the porch, unseen, as he kissed her like they were playing house. My house. That night, I didn't sleep. I didn't rage. I started to plan. First, the car. She loved my father's old Mustang. It wasn't worth much, but it was sentimental. He used to drive her up the coast before the cancer. So I sold it, quietly, legally. Title was in my name. I used the money to hire a forensic accountant. I needed to know how deep the rot went. She'd opened a joint account, without my signature, forged. She moved small sums at first, then bigger, thousands. She thought I was too busy working my way through law school. She was wrong. Next, the beach house, the one she thought was hers, the one I had quietly transferred into an LLC 2 years ago, with me as the sole beneficiary. I rented it out every summer. She pocketed the cash, thought I didn't know. She listed it through Eric, behind my back. An offer came in, $1.2 million. They took it. I waited until the escrow cleared. Then I called the title company, sent over the real deed, the LLC documentation, proof the property was never hers to sell. The sale collapsed. Legal threats flew. Eric panicked. His license was at stake. I pressed charges, forgery, fraud, wire transfer tampering. I had receipts, signatures, witnesses. She called that night, raging. "You think this is funny? You ruined everything." I didn't raise my voice. "You already did." Click. But she wasn't done. She tried to drain the joint account again. Too bad it was frozen. I'd closed it 2 days before. Left exactly $1 in it. Symbolic. She tried to access the safe deposit box. Empty. My father's watch? With me. The deed? In my lawyer's hands. She came home one afternoon to find the locks changed. A quiet note on the door. Unauthorized occupancy is trespassing. Police notified. That's when she made the call. Tried to sound composed, but I could hear the strain. "We're traveling tomorrow. The beach house and your car are sold. Goodbye." I knew what she was doing. A last power play. One final bluff. But I wasn't the boy who used to believe her lies. You forgot something, I replied. What do you mean? I laughed. The house you sold was actually mine. I let that sit for a second before finishing, and the man you replaced my father with? I had him disbarred for real estate fraud last week. He'll never work in this state again. Silence. Then static. Then, you little... I hung up. The next morning, I stood on the deck of the beach house, coffee in hand, watching the tide come in. Her boxes had been moved. Her name scrubbed from the mailbox. Her access denied. She tried to sell my life, strip it for parts, walk away rich. She forgot I was watching, listening, waiting. She forgot my father raised me to finish what he couldn't. Now she's living in a motel 3 counties over, waiting for arraignment. Eric left her the moment his license was revoked. No job, no house, no more games. And me? I kept the house. I rebuilt the Mustang, and I never looked back. Some people say revenge isn't healthy. They've never had everything stolen from them with a smile. Let them preach forgiveness from their untouched homes. As for me, I sleep well.